Hey everyone, a very welcome to all of you. So today we have a five, very interesting interview question. But in these five questions, we'll apply only a single concept. Okay, so very interesting questions. Let's go one by one. So very first we have the find out all the runners who won the race. Okay, so for that we have two tables here. Okay, so the first table is runners and the second table is we have the races. Okay, so let's see the content of both the tables. So in the runners table we have data of all the runners we have. Okay, and in the races we have the data of the multiple events like 100 meter, the 500 meter, the cross country and the marathon. Okay, so there were total four events in this table, in the races table, and in the runners table we have five runners. Okay, so we have to find all the runners who won the race. Okay, so as you can see, the winner id we have in the races table. In this event we have this winner id, which is winner id is 2, and the winner id is the same as the runner's id. Okay, in the races table we have winner id. The winner id is the runner id basically. Okay, those who won the races, they have the winner id in the races table. So the 100-meter race won by second winner id. The second winner id is the person is Jane Doe. Okay, and the 500-meter race won by the third winner id. The person is Alice Jones. Okay, and the cross country was won by the winner id 2, again Jane Doe. Okay, so Jane Doe and the Alice Jones are the winners. We want this in the output. Okay, so what we can do here, we'll apply the exist, and we can do with the not in. So first I'll show you uh, with the exist or not exist. Okay, select. I want all the runners who won the race. Okay, so we want runners. Select exist. Okay, select one from races RC, and this is RU. So the aliases I'm giving. Alright, so the RC dot, see where RC dot. So in the RC we have the winner id. The winner id should match with the runners table id. Okay, the runners id should match with the winners id, because in the races table the winner id is basically in the runner id. Okay, so winner id should match with the runners id. Equals to ru is the id. Okay, sorry. All right, so if we will get the matching rows, so it will become true. Okay, so whatever the rows will become here, it will come in the output. Okay, so basically the one is for true and the false. Okay, all right, so this is the output we have. Okay, so Jane Doe and Alice Jones are the two persons who won the race. Okay, so let's try with the in. Okay, select from runners where, let's check the out content of both the tables, where id in, select winner, select from races, winner id from races. Okay, so you can have this output with the in operator as well. Okay, so let's try another query. So find out all the runners who have never won any race. Okay, so I want to find those persons, those athletes who never won any race. Okay, so if like we have two persons who won the race. Okay, so that means the other persons never won any race. Okay, so 2 3, apart from the 2 3, all the athletes will be in the output. All right, so we will do we will copy the same query as it is, okay, and we'll add the not exist. Okay, so these are the three athletes who won and who doesn't want any race. Okay, all right, so let's try with this, with the not in keyword as well. Okay, so not in keyword is not giving any output, just because the not in doesn't work with the null values. As you can see, in the races we have the null value as a winner ID. Okay, so not in never work with the null values. Whenever you have any null value in any column, so you should not go with the not in keyword, so just always go with the not exist keyword. Okay, because exist can handle the null values, not exist can handle the null values, not in never handle the null values. All right, so let's try the another query. Write a query to find those locations where no department exists. Okay, so we have a table, select from departments, sorry, and select strict from location. Okay, so these are the two tables we have. So this is the department table and this is the location table. The department ID, the department name, the manager ID and the location ID. Okay, and this is the location table we have. Okay, so I want to find, let's read the query one more time. So I want to find those locations where no department exists. Okay, all right, so let's find out. Select strict from departments. Okay, so these are the locations where the department exists. Okay, so let's find out. Distinct location ID. Okay, so let's find out the unique locations. How many locations we have? We have 7 locations. Okay, so in these locations we have a departments. Okay, now let's find out the location. Okay, in the location, in these locations we have our business. Select location ID from location. Okay, location ID, and we'll add the distinct keyword here. So these are the department locations and these are the business locations. Okay, so the business locations we have 23 locations, but in 23 locations we have only 7 where the departments are located. All right, so I want 17. So these are the 23 locations and these are the 7 locations where the departments are situated. Okay, so we want the 16 locations where no department exists. Okay, all right, from location, select location ID from location where not exist. Select 1 from department D and location is L. Where D dot location ID equals to L dot location ID. All right, so these are the 16 locations. So let's check what is happening here. So basically this is the condition where the department location should match with the business location. Okay, so these are the locations where we are matching with our business locations and the department locations. So we want those rows who doesn't exist, who doesn't satisfy this condition. Okay, so these are the location IDs we have. And if we check the locations where our department exists, so let's get all the rows. Okay, not all right. So these are the locations where our department situated. Okay, the 6-7 locations, and these are the 16 locations where we do not have any department. All right, so we have used the not exist keyword. All right, so this is the actual table. This is the location ID, and this is the location ID. All right, now let's move on to the next query. Filter the student record that have a 90, that have a 10 grade in the maths. All right, so let's copy this. Okay, so let's check the content of the table. Student from student. Okay, students from stu grade. So we have these two tables. The first one is the student table, and the another one is the grade of these students. This is the grade ID, this class name, and the grades, and the student ID. Okay, so we want to check those students who have 10 grade in the maths. Okay, I want to find that student record. Okay, so let's find out. Right, from student where exist, select one from students grade SG where SG dot, so we will take student ID, student ID equals to s dot student ID. Students ID. Okay, and grade equal to 10 and class equals to math. Sorry. So this is the student we have who's got the 10 grade. So let's check student's grade. The name is Alice Smith. Okay, so the grade student ID is 1 and the grade is 10. Okay, so these are the basic queries we have. Now we have the last query. Let's run this again. So write a query to find those employees who are not managers. Okay, so let's go to the employee table. Select from employee table. This employee table we have the employee ID, and this is the manager ID. So I want those employees who are not into this column. Okay, so let's get the distinct values of the manager ID column. Okay, so we have the 7 managers at present. Okay, so out of the 7 managers, I want how many employees I have. So I want we have the 16 employees. Okay, so how to find that? So we'll have a this table. So let's do this. I stick from employee E1. Okay, where exist, just select one from emp E2. Okay, so we have created the another copy for the managers. So in E2, where E2 dot manager ID equals to E1 dot employee ID. All right, so I want those employees, so the query will give the result for those employees who are managers. Okay, but I want only those employees who are not managers, so we will use the not exist, because that means I want all the employees who doesn't qualify this condition. All right, so let's run this query and we got the output. So these are the persons who are not managers. Okay, their manager is this, and these IDs will not be present in this ID. Okay, this is the completely different column and this is the completely different column. These are the different manager IDs and the employee IDs. All right, so these employee IDs are not available in this manager column. So you can check 63679, no, not available. 64989, not available. 65271, not available. Okay, so let's compare with the original table. Okay, so in the original table we had the 16 employees, now we have 10 employees. Okay, the 10, this is the total non-managers table, and this is the table where the managers are included. 68319, this is 68319. Okay, 66928, 66928. Okay, so this is the table where we don't have any manager. Alright guys, hope you like this video and you learned something from this. So these are the 5 queries which you can accept in your interviews as well. So please like, comment, and if you have any feedback for me, so please put in the comment section. Alright, and if you want any help or any query you want me to write down or to make a video on that query, so just put that query into the comment section, or you can